Oh, you're here.
Yes. Thank you. Is that okay?
We're playing with you in order for you to take away the seriousness of this interchange.
Okay. Thank you. I have a couple of things that I've experienced since learning what you do with source energy and with the vortex, and practicing and learning day to day, going through things. I realize that my peers at work, they think I'm kind of annoying. And they think...
Are you?
No, because I'm at a vibrational state that is high.
Well, this is a really good
to be
distinction,
happy,
because even though they are annoyed, you are not the source of their annoyance. And that was what we wanted to know if you know, and you do know.
Yes.
You're not the source of their annoyance.
No.
Their relationship with who they are is the source of their annoyance. Yeah.
But being at a level of being happy and seeing good in like every situation.
Oh, that's annoying.
That is annoying. So...
yeah, Mr.
My
Half-Glass
question,
full.
yes. So the question that I have when they complain a lot is if my vibration, if I vibrate hard enough, can I raise their vibration? Because I gotta love them where they're at.
Yes, the answer to that question must be yes. But there's a bigger question that we want to put to you. Is that your path of least resistance? No, it isn't.
No, but you said earlier...
No, it isn't. Do not take it upon yourself. It is not your responsibility to raise the vibration of another. And when you try, when their path of least resistance becomes what's most important to you, it will backfire on you every single time. Because if you be it, they become needy vultures that will suck the life out of you.
Yeah. I had something that I had gotten upset with, okay?
Really?
By somebody. Okay, so earlier today you were saying there's you, and then there's the long you. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Sort of like Abraham Esther.
Yeah, okay, so my long you probably wouldn't get upset in the situation, but
no, you're...
the you, yeah, wants to punch their you in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only question is that the path of least resistance?
Yes.
Because it seems like it pre-jail. It seems like it pre-lawsuit.
Well,
to
help them get to a different level.
Oh,
maybe
you're doing
they
it
need
for
a little,
them.
Push or,
We can see how you'd sacrifice your life to help them understand that you were right.
I'm a helper. I'm helping. I want to help.
Well, we've had fun with this, but you know the answers to all of these things. In other words, we know some people really yank your chain, and what you want is for your chain to not be yankable. And you will never get to the place of wanting to punch someone in the nose if you've been aware of how you've been feeling and you've been diffusing as it's been going along. But if you're not paying attention to where you are and then suddenly you've got all this momentum going, then sometimes something like that is the path of least resistance because you're completely out of control. You may have heard us say, we said it for quite a while, if you're in despair or if you're in fear, then revenge and hatred is in the direction of the path of least resistance, because it feels so much better to be in control than to be out of control. You just don't want to hang around there very long.
Right.
And with what you know, you're way past all of that.
That makes me different, but they see that I'm different. I want them to change as well. I mean, I love them, You can love your coworkers, can't you?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, you want them to feel better too.
Yes.
Yes. But if it bothers you when they don't feel better, you're not where you think you are.
Okay.
That's sort of hard to hear. But those compliant, lovely people who just make it easy to feel good all the time, they don't give you the gift that the hard cases do. The hard cases give you the gift of finding your own alignment. The easy ones just help you to practice finding more easy ones. But then you're sort of trapped by your environment. You can only go where the easy ones are. You have to send out a party ahead of you to find out, is everybody going to likely agree with me on everything? If so, I'll venture into your territory. You want to be able to be who you are and go wherever you want to go, and law of attraction will deliver to you in this evolution of vibration into manifestation things that are pleasing all along the way. Teachers, people who were born teachers and uplifters like you care too much about where everybody else is. And we don't mean that you love too much, because that's not possible. We mean you care too much about where they are at any given point in time. You have to take the long view. You got to understand, they have an inner being who knows all the things about them that you know about them. Their inner being knows that they're supposed to be happy, and their inner being knows that they are worthy, and their inner being is calling them in the direction of what feels good. And if they can't hear their inner being, they're probably not going to hear you either. Don't let it break your heart that they're holding to where they are. They've got some momentum going. And if their desire is to feel better, their path of least resistance will eventually yield to them a way, just like your path of least resistance has yielded to you a way.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Did we get there for you?
Yes.
Against your will? In other words, we don't want to browbeat you into submission.
No, I'm good.
We want to call you into alignment, did we?
Yes, thank you.
That's a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a new experience for me. This is my first time seeing you. It is very eye-opening. It's a wonderful experience. This can be a question for male or female, for men or women. It's just kind of a general question. I seem to manifest things into my life that are very positive and things that I love, and they come into my vortex. I manifested a very beautiful woman in my life that's very beautiful to the eye, but also through her soul. She's very beautiful. I love her, and I want her physically more and more and more all the time. But how do I get her to see that she manifested me into her life, and that she wants me just as much as I want her?
You said something really important as you prioritized the beauty that comes from her alignment with the beauty that also comes from her alignment, but it's the manifested version of all of that. In other words, you prioritized which of those beauties matters most. So as you prioritize what you radiate to her, then you'll hook up on that level, and then it will be undeniable for her. Logical?
Yeah, very understandable.
That was easy.
No, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, that's just like I manifested her into my life. I guess I
Yeah.
can manifest the same.
So it's come so far, yes? So now you want it to go further, yes?
Absolutely.
And so since you never get it done and you can't get it wrong, then you do the same thing that you did to get it this far by remembering this part of it, by remembering the vibrational alignment part of it, by talking to yourself about what you want and why you want it, by focusing upon the thing that you can have right now, not the thing that you don't have right now. In other words, by making it unconditional, by making it emotional, by focusing upon the aspects of it that you can accomplish. Because most people want a relationship to display itself in all of these ways in order to feel this way. You're going to discover how feeling this way will cause it to display in all of these ways. So you just keep beating whatever drum you need to beat in order to keep yourself feeling that. Making lists of things that you appreciate about her, and about yourself, and about the two of you together is the precise process that we would apply right now.
Okay.
Because when you activate that vibration within you, you'll be even more irresistible.
Awesome.
That's what attraction is. That's what it is. Enough?
Thank you.
Really good. Yeah. Take it easy.
my God. I just want to first thank Esther for your life's work. It is miraculous and amazing, and
We're all in this together, aren't we?
yes, we are.
Yeah.
A lot of my questions have been answered, of course, already. I've been checking them off my list, been making the list for over a month and connecting with you before this physical connection, and I just love it all. You mentioned earlier about the hard cases in terms of relationships,
in terms
the
of the gifts they give to you.
the gifts of the hard cases. And we all know about that.
You're really interesting people
Humans.
in that you like hard until you don't.
Amen.
In other words, you really like to sharpen your skills. You like to become adept. You like to become precise. You like to become expanded and evolved. But it is so interesting that you're so willing to do it the hard way and make the easy way the hard way. And we think it's just the unfamiliar, that once you get the hang of how easy it is to be unconditional in your alignment and then the leverage that you enlist, you'll find yourself finding humor in how difficult you have been making things that don't need to be difficult.
Yes, yes. The leverage is what I wanted to talk to you about. Just nearly exactly a year ago, my father passed away, and in my personal experience with my relationship with him, it was what I would have termed my entire first 52 years a hard case. And the leverage of what I have now with him is just incredible. I have spent the last year taking some time to truly go within and make that connection and continue that connection. And he's connecting me with many other deceased loved ones. And
So it turns out he didn't pass away at all.
no, not at all. I've hardly grieved in the traditional way. I've had no need to do that. Anytime that I've had tears of this loss and missing him, I can feel him saying, "What are you talking about? You know, I'm right here." It's like I immediately stop crying and he's there.
Esther said to her father when he made his transition, because for a few nights she could really hear him. And she was just sort of getting to know his new vibrational stance. And one night, she couldn't find anything to talk to him about. It was odd. She was in bed. She couldn't think of anything to talk to him about, and she could feel the sharpness of the focus of him diminishing. And so she said in a sort of rushed dialogue, "Daddy, I don't want to say goodbye." And he said, "Well, kiddo, then let's just keep saying hello. You don't have to keep me in conversation to make sure that I stick around. It isn't like that. It's that when you focus on something that is meaningfully pertaining to that, then that energy joins you for the conversation." You see what we're getting at? Mm-hmm. Esther's been catching these glimpses of really understanding path of least resistance and really understanding the unconditional part of it, the unconditional, the finding the feeling of it, the finding the vibration of it, feeling the comfort of it, the satisfaction of it, the well-being of it. And then she catches these little glimpses where the whole world is doing what she's doing. They've found this way to be in alignment, and then law of attraction just matches you up in meaningful ways. You take a little ride with this one, a little ride with that one, a little ride with this one, a little ride with that one, but not ever one long ride with one consciousness. It's the path of least resistance. It's the hooking up with what is most significant for you here and now. And so these dearly not departed, they sort of weave in and out in those meaningful ways with you. And you're realizing that, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So
What I think we could all really benefit from right now is a conversation about how to blend that understanding of, this is a
blend what understanding?
The understanding of this relationship that I have with my father and others, that leverage. It's blissful, it's pure positive energy, it's love, it's beyond anything that, I don't know if we ever could have had it here and now, but I want
You are having it here and now.
Yes.
You're having it
I'm
here
talking
and
about in physical relationships here and now. Like, can we draw from that I don't know, just,
Well, maybe not, but who cares? Are you saying that you want another physical being to provide for you what the non-physical is providing? And the question is why?
no, I want to blend the physical relationships that are here and now in the way that I feel like I have with that leverage, with that connection with non-physical.
But why? That's like saying there's this really great place that I go to eat, and over there it's different, but I want over there to be just like this really great place that I go to eat. And we say, just go over there and eat. Don't need everything to be everything. Just go get whatever you need wherever it is, and let non-physical be that source of alignment and worthiness and well-being, and then have your physical relationships. In fact, that's the thing that has most gone wrong with people who are unhappy, is that they're trying to get the humans to do something that
Yes.
non-physical is there to do.
Yep.
Ooh, isn't that nice to know?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
My next thought is I have been practicing a mantra that is just, it's magical. It works so well in the moment. And it works when I have dark, negative thoughts, and I just really come to the grip of, I say to myself, and love is transforming this. I believe that
So you
I'm
focus
not
on
alone.
love, and it distracts you from whatever that is.
I truly feel that love is transforming this. Whatever the dark
Well,
thought
that's
is.
a really good expectation to hold.
Yeah, it works.
And you've
It's
practiced it enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But eliminate dark from your vocabulary. No reason in keeping that active.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
It's like throwing junk on your trail that you got to trip over. Stop throwing junk on your trail. And after a while, there won't be any junk on your trail. There'll be smooth passage into alignment over and over and over and over and over again. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last time I was here, you referenced something that's near and dear to me. We come from a location, we're hometown of Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon, and you referenced the resistance of launching into space and how it's this intense resistance, and then you break
Break
into
through
the atmosphere.
into non-resistance.
Yes, and
You've seen the movies, haven't you?
yes, that was huge for me, and it really spoke to me personally, and I really loved that. Did Neil Armstrong really walk on the moon?
Who cares?
Such a controversy. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I'll go with that.
Enough?
Enough. Thank you. Wonderful.
I see that's loud.
Sorry, your time's up.
Thank you. I have a lot of questions, actually, but really three that keep coming up. One is when I do my meditations, and I've heard from many teachers, that we give out to others. So as I become peaceful, I give the peace.
Let's say it this way. What you feel is what you emanate, what you broadcast, and what you broadcast is what you get back. But most people, what they get back is what they broadcast. We want you to broadcast and then get back. Most people are looking for someone to love them or look for someone to appreciate them. And we say, if you can get in the mode of appreciation, so that's what you're broadcasting, then that's what you begin to get back. So everything you said is accurate. We just want to add this expanded awareness about it. Because most people don't break the cycle. Whatever's been happening is what they expect, and what they expect is what happens, and what happens is what they expect, and what they expect is what happens. And so then they don't feel like they have any creative control in any of it. And when you prove to yourself that you can change what you expect before there is a demonstration of it, because you can unconditionally expect, then you've got it. Then you're free.